All right, so we are on the second class for OET Writing Week. We're going to talk about timeline paragraphs today. We'll do a quick review for anyone who's new, and also we'll do lots of practice today. So guys, can you see my Word document here?
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so first question is, what is a timeline paragraph? Okay, second thing we're going to do today is we'll talk about, we'll make a diagram. We'll do some practice as well. Okay, that's the main structure of this class. Let's have a warm up though, because I always feel a bit tired at this time of day. So we're going to start off with a warm up game, and we'll do my usual thing of word formation. Okay, word formation is probably the easiest one. So I'm going to say a word and you guys are going to tell me what type of word is it. It's so useful. This is such a useful skill. So if I say, for example, I don't know, kilo. What type of word is kilo? Kilogram.
Noun.
It's a noun. Okay, let's do an easy one for you. You guys are a bit slow then. Okay, what's this?
Verb.
Verb. This one.
Preposition.
Preposition.
Okay, this one.
Article.
Article. Article. This one.
Preposition.
Preposition.
Preposition. Okay, what about this one? Remember from yesterday?
Adverb.
It can be an adverb or
Noun.
it's not a noun.
Adjective.
Adjective. Okay, so as an adjective, what does it mean? Just?
Little.
Right.
Justice.
Unjust, just, justice.
Justice.
Right? Like legal things, like in the law courts. Okay, what about this one then? What type of word is that?
Noun.
No.
It's a noun. Good. What about this one?
Verb.
Verb.
Verb. Okay, what about this one?
Noun.
It's a noun. Okay, so what about this one then?
Verb.
It's a verb. It is a
No.
verb.
Verb.
It can also be a noun as well, right? But in OET, when you're talking about symptoms like this, you don't tend to say, he complained of vomit, do you? That would mean maybe he has it on his shirt or something. You would say, with the complaint of
Vomiting.
vomiting, right? Oops, sorry about that. Which is also can be used. What type of word is that? Vomiting. Gerund. Can we use these like nouns? Can they be nouns?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can someone give me an example of how I can use ing like a noun?
Coughing.
So coughing, that's my subject to my sentence. Coughing is?
Swallowing.
You could say swallowing. Well, coughing is, how about coughing is bad?
Yes.
Okay. This is an ing, but it's operating like a noun. Okay. It can be a noun. Okay, what about this though? What type of word is that?
Adjective.
Adjective. Good. What about this?
No.
Noun.
It can be a noun. Okay.
Yeah.
Ing can be a noun, but also here it's
Adjective.
adjective. Okay. This is the problem with the ing. It can be a noun, it can be an adjective, it could also be a verb, right? Like, for example, this. What about this one? I am running.
Verb.
Adjective.
It's a verb now. It's a
Verb.
verb, right? Okay, what about I am boring? Oh, I hope not. Sometimes. Okay, so let's move on. So what about this? What about rash?
Noun.
Noun.
Noun. Okay, what about reveal?
Verb.
Verb.
Verb. It's a very important verb in OET, isn't it?
Yes.
I always talk about this. His test results reveal
Feel.
normal. What's
Yeah.
wrong with that?
No. It's just no.
Reveal.
Firstly, we need,
Normal.
what do I need here?
S.
Object, yeah.
What?
Because normal, this is why word formation is so important. Normal. What type of word is normal?
Adjective.
Adjective.
Yeah, so why do people always write sentences like this? Because they don't understand word formation, right? This is an adjective, this is a verb. You can't do that in English usually. You can't say, I eat expensive. Does that make sense?
No.
No, that's an adjective, right? Expensive what?
Apple.
Expensive apples? Like pink ladies? Pink ladies are very expensive these days. So his test results revealed, if you want the past tense, okay. Revealed what? Normal
Level.
levels. Okay.
Level.
What type of word is levels?
Oh.
Noun.
Noun.
A noun. Okay, good. All right, so guys, I want you to get ready to put your microphones on today and interact with me in this class. Okay, so I've got your names here. Try and be ready. If I say your name, I'm asking you a question. Try to answer the question. Think of it like a listening test almost. Okay, so this is what we're doing today. But just don't forget, guys, this is part of a writing week. So this is our plan for the week. All right. So what will we study tomorrow, fella?
Summarizing.
I'm going to try and do summarizing, including listing. I'll try. Okay.
Yeah.
So that Wednesday's class should be very, very useful. Okay. Betul, we're going to talk about letter types on Thursday because you were interested, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to combine that with selecting case notes as well. We'll talk about selecting case notes again on Thursday. What does it mean, selecting case notes? Selecting?
As choosing the right,
Choosing,
the
fantastic.
relevant ones.
And then the last one, I think I'll be here for this, but I might not be. So it might be Paul. He's going to work on a bit of grammar, tenses and OET. Okay, so I've changed that slightly. Okay, let's start off with this simple question. What is a timeline paragraph? Actually, no. There's people in this class who are new. So we need to review last class. Okay, let's review last class. So fella, if you can do this with me quickly.
Yes.
Layout. Last class we spoke about layout. You remember?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so tell me what you remember. Just put your microphone on. Tell me, what did we say about the date? Do you remember this date here? What are the
Yes.
rules?
Yeah, the dates, so we can put it in the beginning or after the
Here or here?
Yeah, the address and
The address. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. What about this one, the regarding sentence? Let me ask Roshni. This sentence here, where does this go? Regarding Helen Martin.
Yeah, it usually goes there or usually after dear. Or
Can it go
maybe
above?
before. No, it's usually
No.
below.
After the doctor.
It's usually below, but actually you can, if you want, you can put it above as well. It's your choice, okay? I've seen some guys who do it like that, all right? But usually it's here. Okay, what's this letter missing, guys? What do we say it's missing at the end?
Yours sincerely.
Yours sincerely, fantastic. And is it, did you Google it? Is it sincerely or faithfully we need usually? Tell us again. Yeah.
Sincerely, if we know the doctor, yeah, the name, and
We know their names, yeah?
and faithfully if we don't know.
Yes,
Faithfully.
okay.
It's
But I was
written
saying
on OET
yesterday-
website.
Exactly. And you can sign off doctor. And I was saying to you yesterday, look, layout is not that important. Okay, guys, so don't get too stressed about it. What really is important is organization. Okay. You can get a lot of marks in OET from good organization. So when we talk about organization, what does that mean? That means paragraphs. That's what you should really focus on, okay? Now, we spoke for a long time about the OET sandwich, so let's just get someone just to review it quickly and we'll move on. So maybe Ashley, could you say hello?
Hello.
What is the OET sandwich, very quickly?
Oet Sandwich is an introduction and request paragraph. They are the
Okay.
breads of sandwich.
Okay, and so what does that mean?
They have to be in the letter, but
Yeah, they are always there.
we can put whatever we want in the middle of these things.
Yeah, and that really is it. That's it, guys. Right? I should have probably spent a little bit less time yesterday on this. This is a flexible way to structure your letter. It's flexible. And you need to be flexible in OET because we don't know what the case notes are going to be like. And they're all different, I'm afraid.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So actually, you know my book, The OET Sandwich, on the website. Has anyone seen my book?
Not yet.
You've not seen my book on the website?
No, Alan, sorry.
Go and check it out. It's on the website. I wrote a book, but OET, I sent it to OET and they sent it back with kind of corrections recently. And do you know what the number one thing they said?
Mhm.
What I'm saying now. You can't control what's going to be in the letter, in the case notes, guys. It's always going to be a little bit different. Okay. But you do know that you need an introduction.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a letter without an introduction?
Never.
Come on. Yeah, exactly. And can you imagine a letter without a request at the end telling the reader what to do?
No.
No. Okay. What about what goes inside our sandwich? Give me examples from the last class. What do we put inside our sandwiches?
Timeline, background.
Timelines. We're studying that today. What else?
Current
Background.
condition,
Background. Current condition.
condition.
What else?
Medication.
Maybe a medication,
Yeah.
Appointment sometimes.
appointment, anything you want,
Can
right?
I ask you a question, Alan?
Please, go on, please.
When we said background, for me,
Mhm.
background, it includes everything regarding the past, even though medication. I think we can put the medications with the disease. For example, if he has been treated for hypertension, I will say that it has been treated, and it's treated with this and this.
Yeah. So say that again. So you're saying the medications can go with what? Sorry.
Yeah, I said that background, because in background we can put that this patient is having hypertension, diabetes, which is treated with blah blah blah.
There is total flexibility here, guys. Right? I want you to remember that all we need to do is think about one person. Who do we need to think about when we create our sandwich? Think about the reader. Okay. If you think, let's say background, okay, here's the background paragraph. Should that go paragraph 1 or number 2 or number 3? What number should it be?
It depends, Alan, on the case notes.
Just depends where you want to put it. So if I want, I can put it here, guys. It's no problem.
Yeah.
Right? Just like a sandwich.
Yeah.
Now, today we're going to focus on one specific paragraph today. It's probably the most important one you will write. Okay, so it's called the timeline. Okay, here it is, the timeline paragraph. Is it always paragraph 2? No.
No.
It can be paragraph 3. It depends. Okay, here's an interesting question. Can I have 2 timelines?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Why might I need 2 timelines? Think about the situation.
Maybe too much information.
If I've got lots and lots of information, I might need 2. Exactly.
Mhm.
So it really is anything you want to do, guys. Now, let's talk about timelines in more detail then. What is a timeline paragraph? Can anyone tell me what actually is it? Let's put this
It's
here.
the story of the current issue.
Paragraph. Okay. Story of the current issue, says fella. Rajput, is she right? Story of the, say that again, fella. Story of the
Current issue.
current issue.
Yeah.
Let's just say the issue.
The issue.
Right. What does issue mean, Rajput?
The problem, the current
Problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
situation.
Okay, so that's one way of thinking. That's what we said yesterday. But let's go into more detail. Really, what does it mean? What's a story? Maybe Ashley could tell us, or maybe Beza. What is a story?
What happened to patient?
What happened to the patient? Okay, so let me tell you the story, Beza, of my morning today. All right. So I got up and then I walked outside and then I put my clothes on and then I had some coffee. What's wrong with that story, guys? Why is that a bit of a strange story?
It's not in the right order.
It's not in the right order, right? If I just tell you what happened, if you say a story is what happened, then it can be in any order, right?
Yeah.
But a story really usually is in order,
yeah.
Right? So what's that word that means in order?
Organized.
Step by step.
Step by step, organized is good. I want this.
Seconds.
Yeah, sequence. I like this word sequence. You're all correct, okay? But I like this word sequence. Okay.
Yeah.
We need to give the sequence of events correctly and clearly. All right. If we don't do this, we know that OET will penalize you. They're very hot on this. They don't like it when the sequence of events is not clear. Why? Why do you think that OET do not like it if the sequence is not good? Sefan or Dilsan? Come on, it's obvious. Why? Why do OET say this is important?
Because it's not concise, or it's not, it can be complicated if we put in order.
Complicated is bad, right? In a medical letter, complicated is bad because the reader won't, if something's really complicated, the reader will not understand,
clearly.
right? So I think this is a good point by OET, you know, and that's why they give you so many, have you noticed they give you so many dates and many, many things that happened, and they tell you, and you must put them into an order, okay? All right, then, next question is this. How do I make a clear and very nice sequence? How do I make a clear and very nice timeline?
With the right sequence language.
You've got to use certain types of, so you're saying sequence language here, fella. Well, I'm going to say, guys, there are some important ingredients.
Yeah.
Okay. I love this word ingredient. I think Paul uses a lot of food metaphors as well, right? What does it mean, ingredient?
What we put
Substance,
Substances, yeah?
component.
Components.
Components. Okay, so how about this then? So how do we make a clear and very nice sequence? We use some components, right? We use some ingredients.
Words.
Okay.
Yes, words, specific words.
Let's go through them, guys, because you should always try and use them as much as possible. Okay, let me just try and list this here. Important ingredients. Now, fella says sequence. So start off with that. Sequence. Language. What do you mean by sequence language?
For example, initially, after that, during.
Initially. Yeah, good. Okay, so let me put these all here. Initially, after that, what
after
else?
That,
Following this.
subsequently.
That, following this.
Following this,
Consequently.
Mhm.
Okay.
During.
This is probably during. Fantastic. That would be something slightly different because it's not sequence.
Because in the timeline, sometimes we can't tell him what happened during his hospitalization.
Okay. So this is an example of an ingredient then. Okay, there's more than one ingredient, but I just want to say, what is an ingredient? It's a substance. If you're making a cake, though, say you're making a cake, what are the ingredients of a cake? Eggs, flour, butter. We all know, right? So what about cocoa powder? Do I have to put cocoa powder in my cake?
If you want to take with cocoa,
Again, guys, this is flexible here, right? You don't always have to use all of these ingredients. You just use the ones that you think are best for that situation. Sequence language is very good. You usually use that almost always, okay? What about dates? Should I use dates?
Yes.
For a timeline? I think so. Okay, so dates like in June. Give me an example of dates.
Yeah, for example, on 21st December.
21st, yeah. Give me some dates. Mia, give me a date. Give me the right preposition as well. Yeah?
From
good. From
to until.
Say again, from May to?
Until October.
Yeah, you can just say until or to. Okay, October. Okay, what else do I need in a timeline that makes it the sequence clear? Sequence language, dates, what else?
Results language, maybe.
Results language, and this one's really hard, okay? So, but we're going to do this today. Give me an example, Indika, please, and Batul, of results language.
As a result.
As a result of. Okay, what else?
Consequently.
Consequently. What else?
Due to which.
Due to. Due to which.
Like due to which it's like for a cause and reason, no?
Well, this is the thing I was just going to say. This gets very complicated, right? Results and causes. Similar idea, okay? Paul does a full 1 hour class on this because it's very complicated. I can't teach all the results language today. We'll focus on just three things today, okay? But yeah, sometimes it's cause rather than result, fella. Is that what you mean?
I think for which it's like a result, for which.
Well, for which, we'll do that today. For which is the solution to the problem.
Solution, yes, yeah.
Now, dates, results, sequence language, there's more. What else should we use here, guys? You know this.
Duration.
Addition, okay, and duration.
Contrast.
And contrast.
Now, contrast, very good, but I can't teach that today because it's too much, but definitely contrast as well, okay? But addition language, what's addition language? Like what? And?
And?
Additionally.
I mean, you can say and, but it's you want to say things like, additionally, what else?
In addition.
In addition, what else?
Along with.
You could say along with this, right? Or along with that, together with. Got to be very careful for these ones, okay?
It is worth mentioning that. Maybe.
It is worth mentioning that. That's something slightly different, but that's also good. That would be what we call, it's a bit like please note.
Please note.
Yeah, it is worth mentioning. That's something slightly different. You use that language to emphasize in your timeline. Okay. You can also use that in your requests paragraph as well, but we'll talk about that another time. Okay. Duration. What do we mean by duration?
During
his hospital. Yeah, during his hospitalization. What about during his examination? Right. What is duration language? What does it mean during? Maybe Mirella could tell us, or Batwan.
Time period.
Yeah, but so time period. So during the movie, I fell asleep. What does that mean? During the movie, I fell asleep.
In the time of the movie.
Inside that time, right? So I would say these are the 5 kind of things which are really, really important, okay? You've got some examples here, but I want you to do a little task just before we start going into diagrams. We're going to do a little task, and I'm going to put you in groups today. Very quickly. You will go into a group now, and you're going to try and solve this task here. Can everyone see this? It's coming. Oops. Oops, I'm trying to get everything on the same page here. Let me just do this again. It's smaller. Okay. These are the ingredients of a timeline. Here is a timeline. Let me show you this timeline. Very clumsy with me. Sorry about my... Let's just do it like this. Okay, here we go. So what is this, guys? What do you see here? What's this? It's a paragraph, of course. What type of paragraph is it?
Timeline.
Of course, it's a timeline, all right? I'm going to give you just 3 or 4 minutes in groups. I want you to decide what will we do here? What are we going to do?
Fill in the blanks.
We're going to fill in the blanks, right? You're going to decide as a group what is number 1, 2, 3, and 4. For example, this one, number 1, blank. Do I need results language here? Do I need sequence language here? What should I use here? What do you guys think?
Sequence.
Okay, sequence like subsequently. Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe
I want you to discuss this in your groups, okay? It shouldn't take you very long. This should be very quick. So the groups are opening now. You will be able to see my screen, so you don't need a copy of this. You will have about 4 or 5 people in each group. The rooms are opening now. Okay. Guys, can you go in the rooms, please, and just discuss what is the answer to 1, 2, 3, and 4? Okay. You should be able to see my screen if I share my screen. Fantastic. I think it's working. Okay, so go into the groups very, very quickly. Have a look at this task. Batwan, you okay? Hope you're all right there. Okay, I don't know if that worked. Did that work for you guys? I'm just trying to do, this is a new thing for me. Did that work okay? Were you able to discuss that, Margarita, Roshni?
It was too quick.
Was it too quick? Oh, I'm sorry. This is a new technique for me, so I'm still, don't worry about it. We'll do it together as a class as well. So. But I think we're still waiting for the other groups. So let's just wait. Got 20 seconds. So how much longer should I have given you, Roshni? Maybe two more minutes?
No, I think it was fine. But the thing is that the person in our, the doctors in our group, they couldn't see the screen. Yeah, that's why
Okay. All right. Okay.
We were discussing about that.
All right. So is everyone back? Is everyone back in the class? Can you say hello if you can hear me?
It was too short.
Right. So I was just saying, this is the first time. This is a new Zoom technique where you can go into groups, but you can share your screen. So it's still new for me. I'm sorry. I didn't know how long. Was it too short an amount of time?
Yeah, we couldn't
Yes.
complete that.
Next time I'll give you more. Okay. All right, but we can do this together now anyway. So this one, it could be subsequently. What else could we write in number 1? What do you guys think? Subsequently
After
or
that,
you could say after that.
Initially.
Following this.
Initially, I don't think we can say initially, no.
Following this.
Following this.
Following this would be good. What else?
Maybe.
Can I use results language here as well?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Consequently.
So as a result of,
Yeah, consequently.
consequently, that would be good. Consequently.
Yeah.
In the
What else?
conclusion of. In the conclusion of.
And you couldn't say that, no, you couldn't say in conclusion, no. You could say
As a
after that, you could say as a,
Result.
no,
yeah, as a result,
not
comma,
all.
yeah.
As
You
a
could say as a
result.
result or as a result of that.
As a
Okay,
yeah.
so guys, here we can use sequence and we can use results language, okay? What about number 2?
Due to which,
Due to as a result.
So I could say due to which unwanted side effects. Yeah, you're right. Due to which. What else could I say?
As a result of.
Just only
As a
due to-
result of which. What else
As
could
a
I say?
result
Good. This is good. What else?
Alan, can we use only due to?
You could use, no, you could say as a result of which. Oh, I see what you mean. Just due to.
Yeah, without
Yeah,
which.
you can say due to. Okay. What else could I say?
Because of.
I could say because of, but it's a little bit informal.
Owing
Bridget.
to.
A little bit.
Owing to.
Owing to, yeah, that would be good. Owing to. That's a good one. Good one. Yeah, owing to. You could also say resulting in. Could you?
Yeah.
No, you couldn't actually.
No.
You couldn't. Why not? Because resulting in is different. It changes the meaning. Okay, this is why results language is hard. Okay, we'll talk more about that later. Results goes in here. Okay, so what's the difference between sequence and results? Can I always use them in place of each other? Is it the
No.
same?
No.
Because
No. Why not? Yeah, tell me. Yijit. Why not? Or Sefa, why can I not always use results and sequence exactly the same? Let me give you an example, okay? Alan had a bath. Following that, he watched TV. Is it correct? What do you think, guys? Yes or no? Alan had a bath. Following that, he watched TV. Correct. Okay.
Yes.
Alan had a bath, as a result of which he watched TV.
No.
No.
Why is that one wrong?
Because bath make him to take and to watch TV, to take in a bath.
It's not a cause and result thing, is it? So they're not exactly the same, are they? Okay, just be careful with that, guys. What about number 3? During examination, he was revealed that he had lost 3 kg.
Along with
And as a
And-
result.
Oh, and as a result.
Result.
Yeah, good. What else can we say, guys? And as a result,
Just
Secondly,
subsequently.
In addition to that,
Yeah, good. And yeah, we need and here, by the way, because it's a separate clause. Okay, so and subsequently, and in addition to that, that's okay. So what's that?
addition.
Addition. Is that okay, or should it be sequence here? What do you think?
Addition.
okay.
What's better here, addition or sequence?
Addition.
You think so? So during his examination, he was revealed that he lost blah, blah. Yeah, you're right. So here, addition is okay, right? But also we can use sequence if we want. What about number 4? It's a different type of paragraph, isn't it? What type of paragraph is number 4 in?
Oh,
The-
sorry, Alan.
It's
Can
more,
we just say
Mhm.
then?
say that again.
Yeah, can we just say then he became upset?
Yeah, but it sounds a little bit informal. It's not good sequence language. Okay, and then it's okay, but it's not high level. Okay, please note that he's increased his alcohol consumption. So we have please note. Someone was talking about that. What's number 4?
following,
addition.
Following. Yeah,
Result.
following extreme stress. What else? Can I use addition here? I don't think so. It's following, or we could say after, right?
After.
What else? Can we use results language here?
Due to.
as a result.
Yes.
Yeah, as a result of extreme stress.
What
What
about
else?
along with that?
Okay, and along with that, is that the connection though here, Margarita? Is that the connection? Look, why does he increase his consumption?
Because of the extreme stress.
Yeah, so I think here it should just be results and guys.
Coinciding with.
Well, is it coinciding with? Look, please note that he has increased his alcohol consumption blank.
Due to.
Extreme- It's due to, isn't it? It's results.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, due to.
Okay, so look, this is just like an introduction to the kind of paragraphs that I want you guys to be writing. We have results language here. we have addition, we have sequence. But can you see the other techniques as well in this paragraph? Where are the dates? Where's the time?
The beginning.
There's dates here. Is there more dates?
July 2014.
Yeah, he returned in July 2014.
Okay. So there is, and look, after 2 weeks.
Yes.
So we've got 2 weeks. So we've got dates, we've got results, we've got sequence language. Have we got any duration?
During his examination.
Where's during?
During his examination, just below July.
Just below
July. Ah, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And also, someone talked about contrast. Can you see the contrast here?
Yes,
although
and despite.
Contrast is also very good. I really like it, but it's not sequence. Okay, contrast is not really about sequence. Okay, so what we need to do, guys, today is just make sure that we can do all of this stuff independently. We need to do some exercises. Okay, so I'm going to show you, we're going to make a diagram for all of these, and we're going to do exercises for each technique, and you can practice now. This is the practice phase. So here is my diagram. Can everyone see this here?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so advice, tips. Basically, we have the techniques on the left: dates, sequence, results, addition, and duration. We also have, what does this say here, fella? Advice, tips, and
use.
So I'm going to talk about why and where you should use these, and then, guys, we'll do some practice as well. Okay. So, an example of dates, right? I just want to give you some advice actually on this. Advice. Why do you think that people make mistakes with dates? Why do doctors make mistakes? It's easy, isn't it? June, July. You all know that.
With the preposition, maybe.
Prepositions. Okay, so doctors and nurses make mistakes with prepositions. So, oops. Let's talk about May, heart attack. What preposition?
In May.
In May. So I could say in May, what?
In May, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones
had
a heart attack. Okay, let me ask another one of you now. So let me get Mia. If you can say hello, Mia. So hello. June 1997, what preposition do I need? Is it in?
In.
Yes.
Is it in June?
Yeah.
Yeah?
In June.
Is she right, guys?
Yeah, she's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so in June 1997, what do we say next?
He was admitted.
Yeah, was admitted. Oops, let me just.
To our hospital.
Yeah, with chest burns. Okay, so this is going to be number 2. I want you guys to write in the chat now, 3 and 4. Okay. 19th June, visit checkup. And what do I need here? In, on, or at?
On.
Okay, write in the chat. Type it in, write one sentence here for me. And then in the chat, I want you to write one sentence for this. There's 2 months. What should we say?
Between June.
Yeah, you can say between, or there's other things as well.
June to October.
From until.
Just type it in the chat box and I'll have a look at your writing. It's usually in, on, and at that you need, okay? You should review these before the exam. Dates and prepositions. So on 19th of June, she had meningitis from Dilsan. There we go. Dilsan, try number 4. Okay.
Can we write on 19th of June?
On the 19th, yes, on 19th of June. Okay.
So we can add off, right?
Well, this is the thing. We say it, but we don't write it in the letter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's a very good point.
Okay.
I'll show you in a minute. Okay, I'll show you. For some reason, we don't write what we say. Okay, so fella, on 19th June, Mr. Anderson, blah, 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 blah. There we go. So do the number 4 now, fella. Guys, try number 4. What do we say? Between? Or do we say from? What do we say?
We can say between, yeah.
Yeah, write a sentence. See if you can do it. So Morella, on 19th of June, he visited our clinic. okay, for his regular checkup. Good. Easy, right? Start with easy ones. Dilsan, she needs to comply her diet from June to October. Yeah, to comply with, Dilsan, to comply with. Okay. Asli, between June and October, she had asthma attack twice. Yeah, she had an asthma attack twice. Maybe it sounds better to say she had 2 asthma attacks. Okay, she had 2 asthma attacks. Betul, between June and October, a visit was recommended to Mr. Green. Excellent. Sefa, from June to October, she suffered episodes of vomiting. Excellent. Okay, it's not so hard, this one, is it? So, Betul, if you just want to put your microphone on. What preposition do I need here?
Yes, on.
On 19th of June.
Mr. Green visited to our clinic. Visited our clinic, sorry, yep. There is not to, yep. And for a checkup.
What have we missed here, Betul? We missed some punctuation. What do we need?
Comma after June.
Great. Now, Sefa, if you want to say hello, or Olena, June, October?
June.
Do I say in June? No. What do I say?
From June to October.
Yeah, you can say from June to October. What else can we say, guys?
Can we use until October? From June until October?
Yes, you can. You can. What else can we say? There's many different varieties. What else can we say? From June to October? Between
June and October.
You can also say until as well here, right? Anything else? Okay. So look, guys, look, I'm going fast on this one because dates are fairly easy for you. They should be easy, all right? Now, sequence, it gets a bit more difficult. Results is very difficult, okay? Addition and duration, about average. Let's look at sequence. What do we mean by sequence language again? Give me an example of sequence language.
Following this.
After that.
And after,
subsequently.
Right, and subsequently, okay. Why do we, I'm going to give you some advice. Why do we use this? Silly question, I suppose.
To tell the reader what happened in the right order.
So when's a good time to use it? So use this to... When
we have many visits, a lot of visits.
Yeah, show new visits. Yeah.
Chronological.
Or just to any time to emphasize sequence, right? Anytime you want to do it. Okay, so I'll stop talking. Now your challenge, guys, is to write me 3 sentences using sequence language. Okay, the first one, for example, should be what?
Following.
So following
his diagnosis with diabetes.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, guys, write me a sentence using sequence language for 1, 2, and 3. Put it into the chat box, please. After Mr. Green was diagnosed, Betul, with diabetes, diet changes were advised. Okay, so get the verbs right. Sefa, after he had been diagnosed with diabetes, he had dietary changes. Good. Yijit, after he was referred to a specialist, so passive, he made good progress. After her diagnosis of diabetes, he was advised to change dietary habits. Excellent. After being referred to a specialist, he made a good progress. He made he made good progress. Dilsan, following his diagnosed diabetes, we need to have dietary changes for him. Okay. Following being diagnosed is better. Following being diagnosed. Roshni? Yeah, looks okay. And following this? Furkan? So the problem with following, Furkan, is you cannot use subject, verb, object. Okay? That's the key thing, guys, with following. So I'll put this here. Note. Following does not allow subject, verb, after. Let me give you an example.
Ellen, can I ask something?
Yes.
Can we write she was referred to specialist or she referred a specialist?
She was referred should be the passive voice.
To specialist.
She was referred to. Yeah. She was
Okay.
referred to. Okay. Now, Furkan, could you say hello, sir?
Hello. Hello.
So do you get this point here? Sorry, not this one. Ah.
Yeah.
After following, you cannot have this. Can you see? Why? Why is that wrong?
Yeah, I think we can't put subject.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
So the subject is, what's the subject?
Mr.
Good.
Smith.
And here's the verb. So instead, you say this, following. Guys, what should you say? Following.
His diagnosis.
Look for the verb. I need an ing here. That's my clue. Following.
Having been diagnosed.
Yeah, you can say having. We can even say following being.
Diagnosis.
Following being diagnosed. Yeah, or having been is good as well. Having been. That's different.
Or just following his diagnosis with.
Yeah, just a noun phrase. Yeah, here's diagnosis with. Okay, good. Okay, so let me have a look at these chat things. It looks very good from Elena, Yijit, Usha. Okay, let's just do this together quickly then, guys. So what about following? So following his diagnosis, I can say he made dietary, guys, changes. Okay, let me get one of you to help me with this one though. So I'm going to ask Mirella for this one. Referred specialist. What can you say? She's there. Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Let's do subsequent. After.
After he was referred to specialist.
He made.
I noticed of good progress.
Yeah.
I noticed.
It's in the passive though, is it? You could say, guys, if you want to use passive, you could say good progress. Anyone? Passive voice?
Was made.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Visited clinic.
Sorry, Alan, question. Yeah. So can I say after being referred to a specialist?
Yeah. After being referred. Yeah. With after, you can have subject, verb, object, or you can have the noun phrase, ing noun phrase. It's okay. Okay. Visited clinic, prescribed antibiotics. Yes. Question.
Progress need an article of a good progress?
No, it doesn't need one. It's wrong.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, good question. So visit clinic. Let's say, how about this? He visited the clinic. Who can give me subsequent? Subsequently. Can anyone give me subsequently?
So he visited the clinic, and subsequently he was.
Yeah, you can say and subsequently.
Yeah, and subsequently he was prescribed antibiotics.
Where do I need the comma though, guys?
After
clinic.
The clinic. Yeah, good. And subsequently he was prescribed. Blah blah blah. Okay, so look, this is sequence language. After and following and subsequently. All right. We'll save results till last. We might run out of time even. What about addition? Let's do this together. So smoker for 20 years, drinks regularly. Asli and Yijit. Mr. Green was a smoker. Can you finish that sentence?
For 20 years.
20 years.
And
How are we going to deal with this? What could we do,
you
guys?
need 20 cigarettes per day.
Why don't I use some punctuation?
A day smoker for
Yeah,
20
it's the
years.
best way.
So
Yeah.
20.
Yes, 20
cigarettes per
cigarettes
How do we
per
spell
day.
cigarette? It's very strange. C-I-G. Anyone?
Yeah.
C.
Fair.
A-R-E.
Is that right? T.
T-T-E. Yes.
I have question in this. If it's possible, Alan, can I ask
Mhm.
a question?
Yes, please.
Yes. So it's regarding the abbreviation. If there is an abbreviation in the case notes that all doctors know what this mean, can I use it also in my letter? It's like. For example,
Yeah.
ADLS.
This is really hard, but yeah. So the answer is yes for ADLs, yes for medical things
Yeah.
like ECG.
Yes, for example, yeah,
All
there's
that
some
stuff,
abbreviation.
yes.
I think that that it's used in the case notes, and you know that doctor will understand this.
Yeah, but not, guys, don't use it for dates, right? Don't say, you know, June
Can I
like
ask
that,
something?
right?
Can
Don't use it for really obvious day-to-day things.
Yeah.
Can
Okay. Yes, question, please. Please.
Can we say Mr. Green was a 20 cigarette a day smoker for 20 years?
Yeah, very nice. James Green was a
Like
20,
65-year-old man, like 65-year-old man, or 73-year-old woman.
You can actually just say 20 a day smoker. That's what we'd say, because obviously it's cigarettes, right? So was a 20 a day, 20 a day smoker for 20 years. Okay, continue with this then. And what's going to
drink regularly.
Additionally.
In additionally.
No.
What's wrong with that?
In addition to that.
In addition.
Yeah.
So you could say in addition, or you could say in addition to that. Yeah. That, comma.
He drinks.
He drinks regularly. Yeah.
You can say in
Question.
conclusion to that.
Not in conclusion. Yes, Asefa, that's wrong. A conclusion is, it's like a mental, psychological thing, usually, right? So like, my girlfriend doesn't remember my birthday. My conclusion is that she does not love me. Something like that. It's like a mental process. Okay, it's not really like a sequence of events.
Alan, sorry,
Yes.
can I ask a question here?
Yes, please.
Can we say Mr. Green, he has been a smoker for 20 years?
Yes, yeah, you can say that, definitely.
Yeah. So
That's
where
just a
do you put
tense.
the 20, where do you put the 20 cigarettes per day?
So has been a smoker for 20 years. Yeah, of course you can. It's just present perfect. Okay.
And then how do we put 20 cigarettes per day? In that last or?
Well, I guess you could use brackets here if you want.
Yeah.
20 a day.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, so examples of addition, guys, are of course in addition. Okay. What else? Additionally. What
Additionally,
else?
along with.
Along with, yeah. Along with
As
that.
well as.
Along with that, let's say. Now, guys, obviously, why do we use addition? It's not really for sequence, right?
No.
It's not telling me one thing happened after another. Why do we use it?
To add many things, many symptoms.
Yeah, just to add things that happened at the same
time
or visit, something like that. Okay. Okay, duration flows. These are quite easy, guys. So sugary blood transfusion necessary. Sugary blood transfusion necessary. Surgery. Who can make me a sentence here with this? Surgery. Sorry, not sugary.
During surgery.
Go on, Sefa. So during surgery. There you go. Easy, right? During surgery.
He needed. He required.
He required. Required is better. Yeah, he required is better than needed.
He required blood transfusion.
A blood transfusion. Excellent.
It was necessary.
Okay, examination. Let me ask Asli, or we can ask Batwan. One of those, or Margarita?
On examination.
You can say on examination. Yeah, you're right. Also, so you could say on, I suppose, but what could you say during?
After examination.
Yes.
Can we take after examination?
During his. Now, after is using sequence language. So yes, you can. You can use after, right? During his examination, though.
Can we say on examination? On his examination?
Yeah, on examination.
Can we say upon his examination?
He.
Say that again.
Upon.
Upon. No, that
Upon.
doesn't sound right. No.
No.
So just during. I like during better. Okay.
He was admitted not to take analgesic.
Yeah, so we'd say, guys, we'd say he was
admitted not to take taking analgesic.
But it's not. It doesn't make sense. Admitted
he was.
and
He was not taking analgesia. No,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
he
not.
admitted because he was.
You guys are getting confused because it doesn't mean admitted like go inside hospital. What else
No,
does this word mean?
He admitted.
Usha?
No.
He admitted it's speaking.
Yeah, speaking. So we just say he admitted.
He admitted.
Not
Yeah.
That
He
That.
not
taking.
That.
Yeah, you could say not taking. You could just say analgesics,
Yeah,
right?
admitted.
But you could also say he admitted that
Yeah.
he admitted that he
He's not taking.
is not taking.
We can
Okay.
say he admitted for not taking analgesia.
Not for. No, you can't say he admitted for.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so let's go back to, so we've done quite a few now. We've done duration, we've done a bit of addition. Sorry, let's just do the addition one again. Hypertension for 2 years, plays badminton regularly. Beza or Dilsan, give me some addition here. Mr. Green.
Had hypertension for 2 years.
Good.
Along with that,
So what do I, yeah, comma, along with that. Actually, you don't need a comma here. Oh, yes, you do, sorry. Along with that, guys, can you help her? Along with that.
Plays badminton regularly.
Plays badminton regularly.
but I didn't understand the
Yeah.
There is no meaning because
Do we want to, well, do we want to put them in the same sentence?
Can you make relative
No.
Seems a bit strange to put them in the same sentence.
strange, yes.
But in a background, in a background paragraph, you would put them in the same paragraph, wouldn't you? Right? But you would break up the sentences. So let's break it up.
Maybe
How can
he advised to take a healthy diet and to play badminton regularly.
But I want some addition. What can I say? I can say in addition, of course. What else can I say? In addition,
Maybe socially he plays.
socially would be good, actually. Yeah.
Mr.
But why don't we
Green
say
was
along
right.
with that? Look, along with that, he plays.
Together, something to do together. Like and
You could say together with that. No, that's okay. Together with that. But again, it's not related to the hypertension, is it? So it sounds strange.
maybe and the high healthy diet, and he advised to take healthy diet in additional and to play badminton regularly.
Yeah. You could say lots of things. Now, guys, look, these ones I would say they're not too difficult, but there's lots of them. You should practice all of these. Make sure you don't make mistakes with dates. You would be surprised how many doctors make mistakes with prepositions, okay? Make sure you always use sequence language in your paragraph, at least once or twice, okay? Try to use a duration, maybe. You put your ingredient in. Try to use addition. You will probably always need addition, okay? But the one that's really tough, okay, I'll take some questions, but let me finish. The one that's really tough is results. This is the one that I'm rushing a little bit because I want us to focus on results because that's where most of the mistakes happen. Yes, okay, questions about this so far, please. Who has a question?
We can say apart from having hypertension for 2 years, he has been playing badminton regularly.
You can, and that's very good. That is, guys, contrast, okay? So contrast is very, very good, apart from, although, Despite. They're a bit different, apart from has a slightly different meaning. But guys, I can't teach you everything today. Contrast is complicated, okay?
Can I ask something?
Yes, go on. Please.
Can we use relative clause who has hypertension?
Well,
regularly.
Sefa, thank you. Because today, guys, I want to focus on, just to finish this class, there's many results phrases, many. But I just want to focus on these. And these are, Sefan, what type of grammar is this? Can you guys see this? With which?
Relative clause.
It's relative clauses, okay? So Stefan, you were asking about relative clauses. I want to recommend, guys, that it's very nice to use relative clauses and results language together, okay? So this is a relative clause. What is a relative clause? Can anyone tell me? What is it? Relative clause?
Binding two sentences.
Yeah, like I like pizza.
With
that
relative meaning.
It's hot. It's two sentences, two clauses, right?
Binding the subject to two sentences, we can say. Binding
Well,
the subject to two sentences.
Usually the relative clause, right, is going to describe the, what does it describe, guys, the relative clause, usually?
Main clause.
So what is it that's hot here?
Pizza.
Okay, so usually it describes the noun before, or it can describe
The whole situation.
the whole sentence. But is that true if I say this? Look, I like pizza. As a result of which I went to a restaurant. Is it describing now?
No.
It's a
No,
relative
you are telling-
clause.
You are telling why you went to restaurant. Because you
Yeah, it's
wanted
just
to buy-
results, isn't it? It's not describing,
So
guys. So
one
look,
thing is called other things.
so I'm going to call it a results relative clause. It's not describing anything. It's not telling me something like, I like pizza, which is hot. That's describing. This just gives me results. So what about this one here? Visited GP, referred to eye specialist. Where's the result? Which is the result?
Refer to eye
Yeah,
specialist.
so I could say, Mr. Green visited his GP. Okay. And let me just ask Usha or
Yeah.
Mirella. What do I say next?
Where is?
Look at this one. Due to.
Okay.
So he visits GP.
He was.
Due
Because
to
he was-
which. No, due to which, or if you want, as a result of which. What do we say next?
For being.
He was referred to.
He
Yes.
was
Yeah,
referred.
He was
referred to eye
and
specialist.
Yeah, I told you this is hard, right? So what's happening here? Let's just make sure we understand the grammar here. Mr. Green visited his GP, as a result of which he was referred to as an eye specialist. Subject, where's the verb?
Visited.
Okay, that's what's called the main clause. That's the main clause, the independent clause, okay? What about this one? As a result of which? Is there a subject here? Is there another subject in the second clause?
No.
Yeah,
No.
he. Yeah, there is, right. I know it's the same person. It's the same person, but you need to write the word in, right? You can't say this. You have to write the pronoun in, okay? So let's try this one together. Who wants to help me with this? Okay, I just want the subject, verb, object. Mr. Green, fella? Mr. Green, blank.
So, So, Mr.
Underwent.
Green,
Underwent. That sounds like a surgery, though.
go through.
Had-
No,
had-
it's
no,
Sounds
had
too
eye
intense.
yes.
We just
Well,
have. We just have. Yeah, had. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mr. Green had an eye test because underwent makes it sound like really.
Admitted.
I
Yeah.
think I would say due to the result of his eye test, he was referred to the ophthalmologist.
Yeah, and as I said, with results language, there's many ways. Okay, so we're just going to focus on the relative clause one, and I'll take this one No, I'll leave this one for the end, okay?
Or
So
after
how do we
which?
make a relative clause here, guys?
After
After
which?
this,
Due to which.
You could look at this language here. We're just going to use this language here.
Yeah,
Let's
due
use this
to
one.
which I think. It's
Let's try
better.
due to which. So due to which
He was referred
referred
to
to.
ophthalmologist.
he was referred. Is it hard, really?
No.
The result of which?
What do I need here?
And.
And,
Due
okay.
to an ophthalmologist.
Now, so look at the structure again. We've got subject. Where's the verb?
Had.
Had. Okay. And is there another subject? Yes. Oops. Sorry, that's a. Where's the second subject here?
He.
he.
Okay. I know it's the same person. It's the same man, but it doesn't matter. You need to say it. Okay. Let's try one together, guys. Not compliant. Okay, this is you now, guys. Not compliant, educated, okay, by specialist, not by dietitian. Using this language here, go to the chat and type me a sentence. As a result of which, or due to which.
As a result of which.
Yeah, just try and use it. It's very nice to use relative clauses and results language in your timeline. It's really nice language, okay? And then I'll finish with we don't have time for which today, so we'll leave that. Let me just do one more. Just type into the chat, guys, and then you can have a bonus one here. Okay. As a result of which, due to which, just try and make a sentence. It's the kind of sentence you want to put in your timelines. So Roshni says, Mr. Green was non-compliant to his dietary regime. So non-compliant with Roshni, with his dietary regime, due to which he was educated by a dietitian. Okay, good, due to which. We've got Oscar here. So Mr. Green was not compliant as a result of which he was educated by a dietitian. Excellent. Okay, so you guys move on to number 2. Okay, Elena. So you're going for resulting in. Okay, and Elena, that's not correct. As I said, look, this star here, Elena, that means very complicated. Okay, so just stay with the relative clauses. Due to which, result of which. Okay, Asya, Mr. Green is not compliant with his diet, due to which he was educated by a dietitian. Excellent. Sefa, as a result of being educated by the dietitian, he was non-compliant. Now, Sefa, it's very good grammar, but it's wrong because you're confusing the cause and the result, right? The result is not non-compliance. That's the cause. He is non-compliant, as a result of which he's referred to a dietitian, right? You're confusing it the wrong way around. Try again. Okay, so Beza, he was non-compliant due to which she educated by dietitian. She was educated, passive, Beza. Okay, maybe I'll mention that for Paul on Friday to review passive with you guys in an OET context. Okay, Margarita. Now, guys, can I start a sentence like this? The answer is no. Oops. Can I start a sentence with due to which? No, it's a relative clause, Margarita, so you can't start a sentence with it. Okay? No, don't start a sentence with this.
Alan, what about, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
What about due to him being non-compliant, he was educated by a dietitian?
Yeah, there's loads of language like that, guys. Honestly, I could spend 1 hour teaching results. Maybe I could do 2 days on it, right? So, due to him being, as a result of which, for which, resulting in, there's loads of different variations. Your example sounded good, fella. It sounded grammatically correct. Okay, so Betul, he was admitted to hospital due to chest pains, as a result of which she. Nice. So you've got 2 in there, Betul. Right. Okay. Good. Now, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. really what I'm talking about in this class, in fact, sorry, let's just finish these sentences first. Non-compliant, educated by a dietitian. Who wants to give me an example sentence? Say your name. He. Who wants to finish the sentence? He was
non-compliant.
Okay, non-compliant. And then let's just get someone else in the class. Asya, can you help me finish this? He was non-compliant, comma.
Yeah, comma, due to which he was educated by a dietitian.
Can I use for which here?
Now, you can't, because for which, right, means the solution to the problem.
Yeah,
okay.
So he was not compliant. That's a problem.
Okay, so sorry, yeah. For which he was educated by a dietitian. It's usually, it's usually used for like medications and treatments, not education.
I think here
Educational solutions. It doesn't sound right. Okay. Think about, for which he was prescribed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For which he was given surgery, treatments, and so I'll put solution to the problem. Usually medical. Yeah. Okay, so this one, admitted chest pain surgery. Who can do this one for me? Put your microphone on and we'll finish the class.
So he was admitted with chest pain, for which he underwent a surgery.
Is this one okay, guys?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so look, I've run over again today. My timings are very bad, but I just wanted to sort of finish off by saying to you guys, look, very, very important here. I think Paul says something similar. Often, really, really good writing is just very simple things, but you put them all together and they look really good. Okay? So all those things I'm talking about today, right? Duration, addition, results, sequence, dates. I want to just finish by showing you an example of one of my ex-students who's a doctor who passed and got a very good score. Okay? He was not a great writer. I'll just tell you that now. He was actually quite a bad writer. He used to write like a robot a little bit. It was a bit painful to read his writing, but he once wrote me this very lovely paragraph. Can everyone see this here? Real example from my student, who's now, his name was Farzad. Okay. No, sorry, it was it Farzad? It wasn't Farzad, I can't remember. Yes, it was Farzad. So you can see there's errors in red here, but can you see the techniques he's using? Where are the dates, guys? Got dates here, 1. Any more dates?
Yes.
31st.
1st of January.
Yeah. Okay, so he's not going crazy with dates. He's just got 2 dates. Okay, maybe one here. Yeah. Okay. Is there any addition language?
Additionally, she reported that.
One here and one here. Yeah. So he's used that twice. It helps.
As a result of which,
is there some results language?
Yeah, as a result of which she was given empirical therapy. Above.
Yeah, see, it's using the relative clause technique. Nice. Anything else you see here that's good?
Sequence language.
See, loads of sequence language. Yeah, it helps so much. Look, after.
After following visit.
Following visit.
Following, where's that following visit?
Below after the. Before this date, before 13%.
I'm so terrible at scanning sometimes. Okay, so look, is there duration phrases even? Even he's using duration phrases.
During her following visit.
Yeah, right. So look, it really, really helps to make things clear. Okay. And next week, when we do our writing week, you can practice using all of these techniques in a timeline paragraph. All right. But I'll finish there. And I'll just finish with this thought. So Betul, you were asking about letter types. Okay.
Yeah, transfer letter, I ask.
So usually in a transfer or in a referral to a specialist, you will write something like this. Right. But in a discharge, often you don't. It's a bit different. Does anyone know why in a discharge sometimes it's a little bit different? it's a bit smaller. Okay. So discharge letters, not always. Usually the timeline is a bit smaller, and you have to talk, and you have a bigger discharge plan, requests paragraph. Okay. But usually for referrals and transfers, you're going to write a big timeline. Why? Because the reader needs to know the sequence of events. Okay, so I'll finish there. Thank you very much, everyone, for attending my class. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to do summarizing tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye-bye.
lovely day, everyone. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.